Hey guys, welcome back to another foundation road test. Today I'm looking at Shiseido Synchro Skin Foundation. This is fairly new to the Shiseido line. I've heard good things about it and I really wanted to give it a try. And as usual, I'll read you a little bit about it before we really get into it. So they say this is an innovative, oil-free, and long-lasting foundation with medium buildable coverage that beautifully enhances your complexion by harmonizing with your skin for a natural-looking finish. Flawlessly undetectable like it belongs to your skin, this foundation feels uniquely airy and silky on the skin. It helps maintain the skin's clarity and minimize shine, creasing, and fading all day, while advanced sensing technology dynamically synchronizes with your skin's unique condition for a beautiful looking complexion. It's formulated with SPF 20 broad spectrum protection to help prevent skin roughness and damage caused by oxidation. So pretty much everything in that description is everything that I look for in a foundation. I can give or take SPF because I can get that from my skincare, but everything else sounds fantastic. If you're new to my channel or to my foundation road test and you're not familiar with my skin type, it is combination oily as well as sensitive. I do have some underlying rosacea that's pretty much under control, but I do have yellow undertones, even though you'll see some pink coming through just because of the rosacea. It's just a little bit vascular, so you'll notice that before I put on my makeup. It can look like there's pink tones to my skin, but it is yellow undertoned, trust me. Also, with the combination oily skin, I look for a foundation that is going to last me a full day without slipping off of my T-zone or breaking up in certain areas like the sides of my nose, this area right here. That's where it tends to happen. But I don't want to accentuate any dryness in areas that are not combination oily, such as my cheeks and jawline and on my forehead. Sometimes that can be an issue, and that's just what I look for in a foundation. As with every foundation road test, I do apply my primer of choice, a pea-sized amount first. I need to apologize. I had some sound issues during the first part of the application. I don't know what happened. It just sounds a little bit echoey and it may be a little bit lower. You can hear me, but it's just a little odd. It does fix itself towards the end. I don't know what happened. That's life, things happen, but I just wanted to let you know there are some sound issues going on. And I think that's it. We can get to the application. If you've watched my foundation road test before, you know the drill. I always apply a pea-sized amount of my foundation primer first. Lately, I've been loving the Meteorites Base Pearls Perfecting Primer, whatever the name is. This is what it looks like. I love this stuff. And I've been using this lately. I have also used the Hourglass Veil Primer in the past. Either one, whatever your primer of choice, that's just what I use. On one side, I use the foundation brush. On the other side, I use the Beauty Blender. And I'm just going to go ahead and start. I think I already said my shade was Golden 3. So here is the bottle. And let's just pump this out. I always pump it onto the back of my hand. I just feel like I have more control that way. And I'm just going to pump out, I don't know, I guess about a pump and a half, because you never know what you're going to end up needing. And that is what it looks like. It's, well, kind of runny. Yeah, so, and I'll just dip my Beauty Blender in. And I just kind of start with a small amount because I always feel like it's best to work in layers, except I forgot to pin my hair back. I usually pin my hair back in a barrette because it gets in my way. So let's do that, then we'll start. Okay, so I'm just gonna start dotting it on. I just feel like I have more control if I put it on the back of my hand and then go. Because if you start out dotting it on your face, the foundation on your face, then you may end up with just way too much right off the bat, and you don't wanna do that, or I don't wanna do that. Okay, this stuff is blending in seamlessly right from the start. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I mean, it's looking like my skin. I'm gonna put a little bit more right there where I've got like a little red spot. does seem to look like skin. I feel like my lighting got blown out. I'm gonna fix this lighting. Can you see that? I feel like, you know, I can still see my skin. I'm still gonna need to use concealer, but it looks really good. So look at the redness, the difference in redness. Yeah, I like this so far. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my brush on this side. So I really wanted to do a get ready with me today, but I was just dying to try this foundation. It's been sitting in my drawer since I got my Sephora box, and I couldn't wait to try it anymore. This is a beautiful foundation. I almost feel like I wouldn't even need to set it, but I have learned my lesson with that before. Okay, can you see that? It is really pretty. I mean, I still need to use some concealer on some spots, but it is nice and there's no shine whatsoever. So I'm going to go conceal, set, do the rest of my makeup, and I will get back to you with my thoughts. Okay, I have applied my makeup. Everything is done. And just some quick thoughts before I go on with my day. I loved everything about the way this applied with the brush, with the Beauty Blender. I took a closer look and it applied beautifully with the brush. If you have watched any of my foundation road tests before, you know my tool of choice is the Beauty Blender. In pretty much every single one that I've done, it looks better on the skin, whether it be far away or close up. It just usually looks better and more seamless and more blended in with the skin at first, and as the day goes on the Beauty Blender side. This looks great on both sides. It looks great. So if you're someone who likes to use a brush, this looks great. And I felt like it just applied very, very quickly, and it looks really, really natural and skin-like. You know, there's foundations I've tried in the past that say they look skin-like, but they really don't. They look like makeup that make your skin look really good. This looks really, really good. I am impressed. If this lasts well throughout the day, this is a good foundation. I did need concealer, but not much, and it did give medium buildable coverage just like it said it did. So let's see how this wears through the day. I'm gonna check in my usual, I don't know, 6-7 hours or so, and then at the end of the day, and I will see you guys later. Hey, I didn't get to do my foundation check-in yesterday or my ending video at all for you guys. My day just kind of fell apart. It was just kind of a long weekend day. I don't know why. So I just applied the foundation again today. It did do well yesterday, but I know you all want to see how it does. So I've had it on for 7 hours as of now. It has been exactly 7 hours. So I just wanted to check in with it on. I have touched up one time with blotting paper and translucent powder, and that was, gosh, I think about 3 hours ago. So I just kind of wanted to leave it how it was. I haven't touched up yet again, and there's a little bit of shine going on. I don't know if you can see that, but I am happy with it, and I'm going to do an end of day check-in today and just give you kind of a 2-day synopsis. I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, it has been a little over 12.5 hours now that I've had this foundation on, and it's starting to show some wearing in certain areas. I don't know if you can see this or not, just kind of on the sides over here. I don't know, you can just kind of see it's worn away, and just in the middle of my forehead, not even really on the sides of my nose, I don't think. But it doesn't even really look like it's broken up so much as just a lighter coverage as the day has gone on. It's worn really well, and I still don't think that my makeup looks bad at all, considering how long I've had it on. This is a really long time. I think I would say I got a good 10.5 hours out of it looking really good. I'm happy with it. and how it wore. I only touched up with blotting papers and translucent powder twice today. I could have touched up 3 times, but I wasn't unhappy with it. It wasn't a grease ball, but I wasn't super matte either. It was just a nice in-between, good-looking skin foundation day. I completely left out at the beginning of the video the price and the shade range. I don't know why. This foundation retails for $45 for 1 ounce. There are 11 shades. There's 4 warm, 4 cool, and 3 cool/red toned shades. Not a huge shade range, so if you can find a shade, I would say this is a good foundation to get medium buildable coverage. This is not going to be a full coverage foundation. I love that it's a pump. It is a glass bottle. It's not going to be super travel friendly. That's the one thing. If I was going to travel with this, especially airline travel, I would have to decant it somehow. I do like the bottle. It's a nice, pretty sleek bottle. It does have sunscreen in it and it is oil free. My skin felt good with it all day long. It didn't feel sticky or tacky or anything like that. It didn't feel like I was wearing a lot of foundation on my face. It applied like a dream very quickly with the brush, with the beauty blender, and it looked good either way. Absolutely good. I had no complaints about the brush. A lot of times I do have some issues with the brush not giving me as seamless of coverage as the beauty blender, and that is not the case with this. So if you do prefer to use a foundation brush, this is a great foundation for you. It looked matte but not dry after I applied it. Sometimes after I apply a foundation that's supposed to be matte and long wearing, it can look a little bit too masky until it settles in. This just looked really good, and just like my skin looked how it was supposed to, and it looked that way most all day long until I had to touch up. I almost didn't set it because it looked so good and so perfect. I'm glad I did, because I did end up getting shiny about 3 hours in, which is quite a long time for someone who does get an oily T-zone. As far as the claims go, I'm just going to go back and revisit a couple of those. It said that it was oil-free, long-lasting. It beautifully enhances your complexion to give you a natural-looking finish, flawlessly undetectable like it belongs to your skin, and helps minimize shine, creasing, and fading all day. And I felt like this truly delivered on every single one of those claims. And I wore it for 2 days. That was kind of an accidental, lengthier than usual foundation road test. I'm impressed. It's not often that you do get a foundation that claims to give you undetectable skin-like coverage and that actually delivers on that promise, and this one does. If you have oily combination skin or normal skin, I think that this could work for you. I give this, what am I giving this? Thumbs up, 5 stars. I give it all. This is a great foundation for light, medium, buildable, good skin coverage. I like it. And that's my verdict on Shiseido Synchro Skin Foundation. I hope you found this foundation road test helpful, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and follow me on all my social media platforms. I will link them down below and put them on the screen. I do post lipstick of the day sometimes on my Snapchat, and I am on Twitter and Instagram as well. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.